Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to talk about my HRT journey, how I started, what hormones did I take, and the physical and emotional changes that I have experienced and went through. Before I started my HRT, I had to do a lot of research and I was scared about the health risks that comes with transitioning, but I moved past that because at the end of the day, I think what matters most for me is your mental health, how you feel about yourself, and not much on your physical health. For me, I think it's better to take the risks and live your life feeling happy and feeling good about yourself than to be safe and be miserable and depressed every single day. I chose to self-medicate, and I'm not saying this is how you should do it, that this is not the proper way to do it, but this is how I started. And I know a lot of trans women here in the Philippines also chose to self-medicate because it's easier, and you don't have to talk to a therapist, you don't have to do all these checkups, but it's not that safe. It's the easier way. It all comes down to you, your life, your choice. You either take the safe road or the risky and dangerous one. Anyway, moving on to the hormones that I've used. So I started my transition with Dian 35, and basically Dian 35 is an oral contraceptive pill that you can buy in any drugstore here in the Philippines. And what's good about it is that it already has an estrogen and an anti-androgen in every pill, and that is what you need when you are an MTF trans and you're planning to transition. You need both an estrogen and some form of an anti-androgen. So estrogen feminizes your body and anti-androgen blocks the effect of testosterone that your balls have been producing all these years. And I'm not going to go deeper into that. Maybe I'll do that in another video, the effects of estrogen and anti-androgen on your body, but yeah. When I took my first pill, I remember being so excited, and the next morning I ran to the mirror, took my shirt off, and expected boobs to be there. But it doesn't happen that fast. Change is slow. It's like your body goes through a slow female puberty when you start your transition, and it usually takes like a month or a few months before you start to see visible changes into your body. But emotionally, that happens like a few weeks. In my case, after a few weeks or a month of taking Dian 35, I've noticed that I've become more emotional. Like, I cry for no reason, I get upset for no reason. I'm like an emotional... I was basically an emotional roller coaster, but I've learned how to deal with that. Also, the side effects of anti-androgen includes a decreased libido, but I haven't noticed that because, as I mentioned in a previous video, that I'm a demisexual. Physically, my skin got a lot softer. My facial hair, especially around these areas, grew a little slower after I shave. My nipples got a lot more sensitive, and the areola around it got bigger and darker. And there was some noticeable boob growth. It was small, but I can definitely see some growth. For the next few months, I continued using Dian 35 before I moved on to Androcur and Progenon Depot. Androcur is a pure anti-androgen, and Progenon Depot is an injectable estrogen that comes in these little vials or ampules. So what I do is I take one tablet of Androcur and then break that into 4 pieces, and then take one of those pieces daily. So one tablet of Androcur is good enough for 4 days. And as for Progenon Depot, I inject myself with 1 ampule or 1 vial per week. And that's what a lot of trans women I've talked to suggest, because I tried to take 1 tablet of Androcur, but that made me feel nauseated and dizzy. So breaking it into 4 pieces is actually better. I also tried Phenoquinone F, which is also an injectable hormone with a lot of progesterone, and progesterone is a pregnancy hormone. It's what a woman's body produces when they are pregnant. So when you take it, it will trick your body into thinking that it's pregnant. And I was alarmed at first, but after talking to other transgender women who are taking Phenoquinone F, it's actually quite normal. your body thinks it's pregnant, so it starts to produce milk. Right now, I'm taking Dian 35 because was my para at the moment. Lol. But I'm planning to go back to Undercore and Progenon Depot soon. So I know I haven't explained everything in greater detail. I just gave you like an overview. I might make other videos of some of the things I've talked about and explain them more, but for now, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!